Good morning, Blaze. Congrats. 93 on the written exam. Good morning, Blaze. Congrats. 93 on the written exam. Ghosty, good morning. Currently use Stream Elements OBS SE Live plugin with OBS, and then I have Stream with Meld or Meld Studios that I will be switching to in the very near future. Right, and pass at that. If you're just starting, I would almost suggest looking into Meld. Let's wake this bird up. Batteries come on. Fuel pumps come on. Not cross feed. Can you not click there? Thank you. Crew supply goes on. Jesus, frame rates. Come back to me. We'll go to nav. Wait for the light to go out. And then we go to 2. Danny, thank you very much for the 4-month kick resub. I love your face, sir. And then 3. Then we come down here, turn on the seatbelt light. No smoking goes to auto. Arm those. Nav lights come on, and that's pretty much everything there for now. Hey, frames. I kind of need you to come back today. Thanks. Import our flight plan. Blaze, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs over on Kick. Love your face. Again, congrats. Ah, eyelash in my eye hole. Ground services, that's all connected. We're good there. Don't have to heat the engines because we're in fucking chaos. You should, just for safety. We'll fast load that because the eaters need.
Out on my living room floor cause my wife won't suck my dick anymore. She used to haul to her right on my thing, but she stopped
when I gave her that wedding ring. Why is it cut off at the good part? Oh, hi, Myrna, you're handsome. Save me. I wish I could. Vatsim? No, V-Pilot. You said you're getting on Fort Worth Center? I mean, How long till you get home? He's gonna choke you. We don't shame, but oh, then I can take my sweet time. Dude, I've been never mind. Uh might have to restart the sim because I might have done this stupid. I updated my LTL traffic models. And I think I forgot to re-enable the folder. All right. Well, it wouldn't be a scuff stream if I didn't do it right. Okay. Do. Thank you again for the 4-month resub as well as the 5 gifted subs, Blaze. %93%. So what question did you miss? Come on, Sim, wake up. No, I don't want to update the plugin. Just work. We'll do that later. Happy morning time. I know, right? No wakey wakey. Ugh. Okay. More like putting a steaky through me. I'm done, but it's study hard week. Wait, what happened? Should go flying around up here. Visibility is nope. I mean, I was going to, but then Danny's just like, no, I'm going to do London. Thank you. Just tired and studying for the AZ300. I take my test Friday. Oh. Oh, damn. You can do it. Lena, Blaze passed his written test with a 93%. Turn bubblehead mode off. I've seen South Park. Listen, I know how the Canadians can get. Okay, so external power comes on. We turn the bats on. The pumps come on. Crew supply. Lights. Emergency lights armed. There's the third one.
I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Morning, Scoot. That rumble. Man, they could have done better. Diffrips data. Clear that wind. Diffrips, so DI in it. Cost index is going to be 5. Are they really trying to get us to go to 370? I have a feeling this is not going to work. Let's see. The flight plan. I had no idea you could do that to get the flight plan and wind data like that, huh? Wait, really? Yeah, so when you're setting up the plane to take off, it's diffrips, data, init, flight plan, radio, init, perf. DIFRIP, and then the S is secondary flight plan. Well, I don't care for flying any of Airbus, so I fly the Phoenix just enough to get near a wall up on Vatsim. That's fair. And then when you go backwards, it's flight, or when you're landing, it's top hat. So you do flight plan, radio, prog, perf, fuel. The more you know. So DIF. Radio is the VOR that's closest to Dallas, which I think is Cowboy. Well, we'll just leave it. It's fine. Ah. It's amazing how the traffic has gone up at DFW. Shows the community was just begging for an unusable scenery. The thing is, like, so any builds generally gets scenery or gets traffic moving at an airport for about a week. But that can either be a blessing or a curse. Large influx of traffic start to show gaps in training. So we're at our second eye on that. There we go. There. We're good. Perf. We'll go ahead and run it over here. I'm not saying Fort Worth is bad. I'm just saying, like, there's people who were there. There was the most I saw personally over the weekend when I had a chance to glance over was like 8 departures, and 4 of them ended up disconnecting. I was like, Now, I do wish any builds would do like a St. Louis or an MCI. I really do. I think it would be amazing. 3 out of the 3 times I departed, I leveled off at 10,000 before being handed off to departure. Yeah, it like I said, I know people who flew it. I didn't fly over the weekend. A lot of people were either leveling off or they were being held for like. One guy said that there was 10 minutes in before departures. For me personally, I avoided DFW just because of the split tile issues in default and the bridge issues. Now DFW is in play for me. The version of the airport that I was using wasn't bad. Was it perfect? No. Was it better than default? Yes. You were here before I got that scenery though. Like you were around. So you've seen the struggles that I've dealt with, you know, here. Top altitude of the SID is 10,000. You've also seen me control, and I'm equally critical to pilots and controllers. And I say that because I want the network to be better than what the shape that it's currently in right now. I think right now it's in not a great place. In conversations that keep happening behind the scenes that aren't public, I don't think are going in the right direction. And again, this is just my opinion. One of them is the controller mindset is like, I don't care if I get busy. I'm not going to ask for help. If I want to work top down. Is the talk moving towards AI? Context to that phrase, Dan. Are you mean like me using AI or AI on the network? And many of you guys know my opinion on that is simple. If you're working top down at a facility, I don't care where it is. You know, like AI integrated at Vatsim, I don't think that'll ever happen, but I could be mistaken. Outside of like auto ATC. But when you have pilots or controllers that start going off, well, if it gets busy, then the pilots can go somewhere else. I'm over here like, so what part of you is just going to openly admit you want to do an A1 violation? Or 1A, whatever the fuck it is. I'm not saying pilots are perfect. By all means, I am not. But if you're working top down center and the guy in Lubbock can't get a clearance to get out of the airspace, to get airborne after 30 minutes of waiting, and you're the Denver or Dallas, sorry, for this context of this scenario that's played in my head and it's just that made up. If the guy at Lubbock's been sitting on the ground for 20 minutes waiting to get clearance to push from the gate because you're working center at Dallas or Fort Worth, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, you start impeding in his, right? Well, there's nobody to come on. Well, again, if you're going to wall up the pilot for not listening to you, there are times outside of events where say intentions and beyond TC has many users flying as there are on Vatsim. Vatsim better be careful with their buggy whip mentality, because they could become irrelevant if they're not careful. So actually, this got brought up to me over the weekend. Somebody had asked me what my preference was between Beyond ATC and Say Intentions, and I had listed several things. Number one, I haven't used Beyond ATC, so I'm just using what I have gathered from other people and watching YouTube videos. I can't go to anything else, to any other extreme about it. There's actually a law about that, right? But my opinion of Say Intentions is that it's worth its weight in gold. The reason behind that is all the functionality of Say Intentions. Now, is it perfect? No. Am I an affiliate? Yes, I am. I'm transparent about that. I have to be. But the other thing is that Say Intentions is trying to work so well to integrate itself into being able to be used cross-platform with Vatsim and such like that. The more important thing is, do you guys ever notice that when I want to fly offline because I don't feel like connecting to Vatsim for whatever the reason is, and you ever notice that when I'm flying with Ewald, he's in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, generally flying the Phoenix? Do you know how I cross-platform with them? It's Say Intentions. Say Intentions is getting to the point where I can fly with Ewald, Blaze, Aviator, 5-string, Kden, anybody I want, that if they have the subscription service. Shit, I was doing firefighter missions with Ghosty in a helicopter, well connected to Say Intention. Now, is it perfect? No. Is Vatsim perfect? Absolutely not. But those are things that I've used over the last year alone to still be creating content and flying with other people and having the procedures, and sometimes getting vectored out, and sometimes being told, oh, well, you made a no-no. Gadget, thank you very much for the raid with the 7. How was your stream? Where'd you fly today? That's the thing to keep in mind, though, is the Intentions was allowing me to do all that. If the controller side of Vatsim keeps where it's... Which one's going to come first, the buggy or the horse? AI is going to start skyrocketing in popularity more than what it already is. Well, let me drop this. The next logical step for Say Intentions is to start adding human controllers in strategic areas for special events. And if they did that, if Say Intentions was to find a way to be able to incorporate live controllers, okay, like human players behind the experience, I would probably heavily consider applying for it. Would you, Danny? Blaze, all the other controllers that are in chat? Like that's just that, but that's me. I could see them definitely becoming a, like, if we're talking long goal here, like really long goal here, I wouldn't see
International Airport departure information, Lima 13553 Zulu. Wind 180 at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 2. Dew point -1. Altimeter 3023. Simultaneous parallel traffic departing runways 17 right. 18 notices to air mission do not call for push. Ace decks in use. Operate transponders with altitude reporting mode enabled on all airport surfaces. Expect standard taxi route clearances. Bird activity vicinity airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Lima.
I thought we couldn't say call from a spot in our ATIS. I see a future where say intentions could probably pilots suck, controllers suck, Vatsim is going down a bad hole. Fair. I could see a future where say intentions becomes popular enough where they start their own complete network that bypasses the use of IBAO, Vatsim, and Pilot Edge.
Kdfw Tower, American 1902. We're at spot 15, information Lima, ready to taxi.
You're 1902, DFW Tower, runway 17 right, taxi via Kilo Echo Foxtrot.
17 right via Kilo Echo Foxtrot, American 1902.
But that's me. And honestly, the way that they're working on things in the AI sphere, I don't think it's a matter of if, it's more a matter of when. Now, how many people would be willing to pay for an AI network if that was the case? I can see a future where say intentions offers what Vatsim offers and more, and that might be the tipping point. My issue with say intentions is it's consistently vectors me 10 miles out after departure before turning me or direct, so there are those nuggets of joy. I see that. I also see that as something that, of them being able to work on. Like I see where your issue is, Den. I think that's something that can be worked on, and who knows, maybe they are. I heard nuggets, now I'm hungry. Oh god, no. My issue for say intentions originally was I want to use it with real world traffic, right? Because let's say Aviator goes to work on Wednesday and he's flying Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. What do I generally do, right? I jump in a 737, I jump in an Airbus, I jump in an E-Jet. Thank you for the 100 bits. I jump in whatever airplane I can and I follow Danny, right? My biggest thing was, is there a way to put live ADS-B traffic into the intentions? That was it. That was my thing. Give me live traffic in say intentions with sequencing.
Sparrow, you're 117 right, clear before takeoff.
Dude, every simulator pilot in the world is like smashing the button that's blue that's got 3 words written in white on it.
Is that American?
You know what button I'm talking about? To be fair, I think to Darren, you're used to the Vatsimism of contacting the pilot too quickly after departure, which doesn't happen IRL. One of the things Pilot Edge does well is lets the pilot gather up the plane after the takeoffs before reporting altitude and vectoring. The irony in your statement is the fact that we were actually, by we, I mean me, Danny, and some others, we're having a conversation about tower handoffs in the real world. I'm pretty sure Danny can agree with me. The Vatsimism behind that isn't crazy. There's a lot of times where it's like you're airborne, contact departure, and you're instantly your gear's not even up and you're not flying the plane. That being said, I don't think that there's a lot of controllers, I can at least speak for myself in this, that isn't gonna panic if you don't call me as soon as you get airborne. I don't expect you to talk to me the moment tower flips you over. That being said, I don't expect the tower operator, let's use this airport, this beautiful airport as an example, right? I don't expect you to be 6,000 feet down the runway, airborne, and instantly contacting me as I'm on departure before your gear lever is in the up position. I just don't.
American 1902, change to advisory approved. G'day.
Over to advisory, thanks for the ATC, American 1902.
At the end of the day, you fly your plane. And I don't even think Danny would disagree with that. Being handed off that quick? Sure. The reverse is, I've had times where, like Danny mentioned earlier, I've gotten to 10,000 feet and I'm still at the tower because they get so saturated they didn't pay attention to the airborne target. As a controller, I see a problem in that. DER to 400 to 600 feet is realistically the point where you're being switched outside of some airports. The tower gives headings. I see you pop up in radar and by. Yeah. When you see events, whether it be a scenery coming out, whether it be a Friday Night Ops or anything else, anything along with that, No Way of the Hunter is currently 90% off. Go, 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 go. Yeah, I need to play that again. If you are leveling off as a pilot, as a controller, I see a problem in this. If I have, or let me rephrase this. If me as a controller is sitting on the scopes and I'm working local, so tower, right? If I see you level off, I've already created a problem for not only me, but the guy above me. So if approach is on, I've created a problem for him because now he's got to figure out how to get that aircraft still moving and out of his airspace. Realistically, I don't want you to level off. Me as a controller would much rather, and again, Danny, you're my TA, so you can even go against me on this, and I'm willing to listen. But me as a controller, especially in the local environment, I don't want you to level off. I don't want to clutter my airspace. I don't want you to clutter approaches airspace. I need that to stay as clear as possible. I need it moving, and it's not going to do that if you level off at all. There just won't be a case where expedite the flow of traffic. Yeah. If I can get you above most, well, so ZKC, I think the highest approach airspace is 15,000, and I could be wrong. I haven't looked at the T-75 SOPs. Well, I've looked, but I haven't looked to see their airspace tops. But I think Kansas City, St. Louis, Kansas City, Springfield, Tulsa, Wichita, they're all 15,000. If I can get you above 15,000 feet, you're in center's airspace. Get you in that airspace, you're no longer a factor for anything else other than cruising. Does that make sense, guys? It's one of the things that you learn as an early controller, actually. Like once you start doing your S2 training and working tower, that's it. If I have you leveling off at 10,000 feet, I'm creating an issue that I don't need to create. Which honestly is just something I don't want to do. Because now I have to, as bluntly put, I have to unfuck the situation that I as the controller create. Please tell me this makes sense and it doesn't sound like I'm just on a rant. Good morning, Dave. No, and I know that there's a lot of foreign airspaces that are that way as well. But that's again, when you look at it from the different perspectives, that's another thing that doesn't happen a lot on Vatsim is you don't look at we as pilots or controllers very rarely look at the other side of the equation, right? And a lot of the times it's hard to tell where the solution is. Well, no, that's not the right way to put it. A lot of the times you need to, as the controller, there's times where you have to start looking at the bigger picture earlier on than it is the latter. That's what I'm getting at. Is this making sense? As a pilot, there are certain Vatsim-isms you can do to mitigate that. Initial call to departure for me is altitude climbing through, and what my cleared altitude is as a nudge, climbing through 260 for 10,000. In a center airspace, I would see where that would, center working top down only, I can see where that's beneficial. Anywhere else, like let's say Blaze comes online at Fort Worth Center and I've got a tower on, Blaze is already going to know where I'm coming from. The only thing I'm going to call up with is Fort Worth Center Pro Flight 455 climbing through 3,500. That's it. Short, sweet, to the point. Right? Especially when there's heavier traffic. The less you talk, the more that gets done. Fort Worth Center, this is Pro Flight 455. Center will see what your departure clearance was through even without tower, or is that just they don't see it until you reach and look it up? Ah, morning. Center will see what your departure clearance was though even without the tower, or is that just they don't see it till you reach and they look it up, or they don't see it till you reach out? Centers working top down still see the rest. But the center controller can still see everything else. How'd you break your rudder pedals? Ugh. They can still see it. Okay. It's too cold. Stop being a bitch. You have enough for there. There's that. So Danny had said that is more of a requirement, not a nudge. Controller has to verify your altitude is within 300 feet of what you say and what they see. If you don't check in with altitude, you're going to get asked anyways. Right. So like I said, I will shorten it down to just the beginning part of the phrase that you said, which is climbing through 3,500, 3,200, whatever. I don't necessarily feel the urge to say 10,000 unless I've been restricted by the tower onto something that's not on the SID. Case in point is LA. LA Center, LA departure, LA SoCal approach, Pro Flight 455, 3,500 for 5,000, because 5,000 is a hard limit that's set by the tower. And that's just so you don't climb into arrivals that are going into SoCal along the coastal stars. Oh, are we talking about the infamous 4 whiskeys? No, we're just talking about just general conversations at B space airports. So to summarize, if we take off from Fort Worth, we level up at 10,000. That's where the who, what, where, when, why. When you see a pilot that these two are playing at each other today. I'm already on a pushback delay. I'm waiting on the center controller to come online because he's currently driving in traffic. When the pilot takes off and they level off hard on the SID, more often than not, that small snowball is starting to roll down the hill. Good morning, John. How are you? Love your face. Hi. Also, congrats to Blaze for scoring a 93 on his written exam and passing it this morning.
A new follower.
Good morning, Iowa. Love your face. So much non-movement area. My controller senses are tingling. All right, so he's online. Let's see, is the APU on? We can go to bleed, which means we can shut off our ground power. We check ACARs. We see that we're DFW, Kxna. Ground services. GPU, chucks, doors. Go away, Jetway. What are you doing, Step Jetway? You know what my biggest annoyance with Vatsim controllers is? Those that push or force the use of standard taxi routes in the US. Like, really? They don't even do that shit IRL. IRL, if you're in a citation, you're getting the taxiways, not a route. I thought that was something that we couldn't force because not all of the public charts had those. Kind of like the fallback of the default scenery doesn't have spots, so you can't require to call in from a spot. Which I learned the hard way as a controller. Okay, time to get in a workout. Grab a shower, meet this day. Enjoy the stream as always. Take care, y'all. 5-string, love your face, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Right, but up-to-date charts doesn't require you to have routes. Again, I've had this conversation as a controller at Vegas over spots with the supervisor, and I didn't win the conversation. I did not get suspended. I did not get banned. But believe me, I learned the hard way. All right, well, we're just coasting today. It's okay. Up to flaps 1 departure. I saw that when I saw your API key say that you refollowed me. Good morning. No, like I didn't. My complaint was the fact that at the specific time the airport had the default scenery airport had the spots in it. What I didn't consider was prepared. There was people that were still flying on FSX on the network. X-Plane. There's more than one sim. Who knew? Still waiting for the day DCS allows you to connect into Vatsim. I think Dave got Ross and desktop confused.
Information Mike. Dallas Fort.
Or Tower, Profile 455, spot 13 with Mike.
Profile 455, DFW Tower, hello, runway 17 right, taxi via Lima, Echo Hotel.
Lima Echo Hotel, Profile 455. Awkward seeing you on Tower.
Departure frequency 135.17.
3517, Profile 455. Hey, let's not get it all spinny on me today, please. Thank you. Listen, sir, is that Chris? No, that was Eli. Oh, brakes go to max. Spoilers go armed. APU can go to off. Bingham in the rear.
Profile 455, runway 17 right, Arn Despera, clear for takeoff.
Arnav Spera, clear for takeoff 17 right. Profile 455. You staying on for a bit today, Eli?
Yeah, we're going for Iron Mike on towers, so I kind of got relegated here for a little bit. Probably at least till 2 o'clock Central, if I had to guess.
Okay, I'll see you when you get back.
Cool.
Man, Flex SRS runways box. Engines are alive. $80. You're up. 5 gifted subs right now, and I'll call in Bark Bark Center. Flaps up. My power is set.
Flight 455, contact Fort Worth Center, 135.17. Have a good one.
3517. Profile 455. We'll see you soon. Bark Bark Center, Profile 455, 2,300 climbing.
Flight 455, Fort Worth Center, good morning. Radar contact, climb maintain 17,000.
17,000, 455. Open climb. Disarm the spoilers. Passing 5,000, all the lights can come off. We make the turn. We wave at John and all the other people at War Crime Land.
Aircraft on frequency center will be back in about 30 seconds.
Unable.
Aircraft on frequency center back.
Good boy.
For flight 455 center.
Go for 455.
How badly you want to get to Razorback?
The quicker I get there, the quicker I get back to see you again.
Okay, I guess. Climb maintain flight level 370. That's a good reason.
370, 455. Wouldn't even be mad if I got direct Razorback. I'm doing the return back in and then out to Denver.
I see.
Schedule wants me to go to Nashville.
For flight 455, go direct Razorback.
Direct Razorback, profile 455. Pull out the STD. Things you can't say in Vegas for 500, Alex. Everything looks good overhead. Kxna weather. Looking at a 1600 ETA, so where are you at? Oh, are you going to Dallas? I'm going to Dallas right now. Where are you going to Dallas from? I'm not gonna lie. I was tempted. Still tempted. Might do it. If we could do 30 subs before the start of tomorrow's stream, the rest of February, I'll do nothing but controller streams. Oh, Houston, nice. Yep. The rest of my streams for the month of February, if we hit 30 subs, will be controller streams. Wrong site. Okay, perf page. Next page, next page. Northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville, Springdale, Bentonville, Arkansas. Open airport. Weather tab. 170 at 5. The temperature is 2. 3017. Flight plan, Kxna, arrival. ILS 16 left from Razorback. Insert. Heading mode.
United 6584, expect
Insert.
the ILS approach
Push.
runway 17 center.
We'll expect the ILS approach for 17,
Nope.
Runway 17 center for the ILS.
17 center for the ILS, expected for.
A little drunk. It's okay. Hey, what are you doing? There you go. Back to your thing. Almost at our equal time point. bow, bow, bow. And just as fast as we got here, we're getting ready to go down. Wait. Three, 4, 0, 0. Okay, so 3,400. There's that. Debating on DFW, purchased a lot of the flights per VAs I do out of there, and sounds like they fixed a lot of default issues with scenery. I say do it.
Today, American 2090, level 320, Mampino.
And American 2090, Kdfw, or I'm sorry, Fort Worth Center. Good morning, I am.
Oh.
I did American 2090.
You're not at home anymore, Toto.
American 2090, your radar contact 13 miles northwest of Alexandria. Welcome.
Do you have
United
to
6584 after deep, descend to maintain 7,000.
After deep, descend, maintain 7,000, 6584.
I forgot what your LOA is for aircraft going into there, so yeah. Guess I have to listen to ATC.
For flight 455, descended pilots discretion, maintain 16,000. I'll get the altimeter for your destination here in just a second. I thought I had it built up, but it's not.
Our discretion 16,000. Pro flight 455. We got it.
And Pro Flight 455 Northwest Arkansas, altimeter 3017.
3017, 455. So I popped my shoulder a few weeks ago, and it's steadily not being very friendly. Morning, Foggy. And I'm dreading the fact that I need to notify my doctor about it. Only because I've had problems with this shoulder before, and I know what it feels like because the last time I did it, let's just say me and my rotator cuff have a love-hate relationship with one another. not looking forward to that. Are we there yet? Not yet. I'm descending. Not at a fast rate of speed, but I'm descending. What does the chart?
United 6584, descend to maintain 3000.
Yeah.
Descend to maintain 3000, 6584, sorry.
Flight 455, leave my airspace. Map is offline. Radar service terminated. Continue to advisory approved. Don't talk to you about it.
Work exchange your cruise to advisory. Pro flight 455. We'll see you when we get back. Bork, bork. $3,400. DFW and LAX upgrade, which I didn't know was for 2020 users. Wait, what? Oh, the LAX update was $5? Huh.
Lunar 023, leave my airspace to the south. For Houston's offline. Radar service terminated. Change to advisory approved. Have a good day.
Thanks for service, sir. Switching Unicom. Great. Bye.
That's going to depend on how much you fly into LAX. If you fly into a lot, $5. Okay. I mean, it's cheaper than a cup of coffee. If you know, you know.
Flight heading 270 back to final.
270 back to final. 6584.
Was it wrong? No. But it wasn't. Foggy, I question you a lot of times nowadays.
United 6584, 10 miles from Zing, turn left, heading 200, maintain 3000.
How are redneck children taught to wear their underwear? Yellow in the front, brown in the back.
Turn left, heading 200, maintain 3000, so established on the ILS. For 110 center, United 6584.
Why can't we do sponsored streams? Because community is a fucking degen. We used to call mullets 1090s in high school. Now we're showing old. Respectfully, sir. You're showing our age.
Force number 26, passing 1.7.
And I say that when somebody...
Good morning, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000.
Climb maintain 17,000, American 26, 96.
Listen. Keep calling me dad. I'm gonna have to go for milk. Ironically, that was my stream title the day before I left for Expo last year to go see Tex. Gone for milk. Be back soon. Listen, I still have hope that I might be able to do Expo this year. If it was obligated and legal, yes. However, it's not on here. And I really wouldn't push it because you guys have already gotten me my wrist slapped a couple of times. I actually have to tone down quite a bit for like 6 months.
126.55, thank you.
Call me mom and you'll be grounded in no PC for a week. Danny calling you mom incoming tomorrow just because he leaves on Wednesday.
American 2693, climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb maintain 35, American 2693.
Yeah, I got DM me and I'll tell you. No, it wasn't me. And that's what happens when you slide and use the side of your rudder pedals as a scratching post for your feet. Don't do that. Do 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 do. Why am I singing that shit? Last Christmas I gave you my God. It's February. Wait, what? Last Christmas I gave you my fart. Den. We don't shame in this community, sir. I would be screwed. There is. Do, 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 do. Oh, look, the Ozarks. I've seen this show on Netflix. Do 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 do. 3017. One 487. Are we there yet? No, why? Their API might be being updated. What do you want me to do with you? Never mind.
Lizard, my lizard, lick my lizard, and my lizard, my
Oh,
lizard,
wait.
my lizard, lick my lizard, and my lizard.
I wonder how many songs are on there that are censored with lizard.
May I have your attention, please? Will the real Slim Lizard please stand up? I repeat, will the real Slim Lizard please stand up?
Not even disappointed. I'm not.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
I can't. I just can't.
Nothing beats a jet to
Lizard.
And right now, you can save £50 per
Lizard.
That's £200 off for a
Lizard.
For
What's worse than a lobster on your piano? Crabs on your organ.
I've got nothing. Nothing at all.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Thank you, Ewald.
Lizard.
Danny, thank you for the 400. Ewald, thank you for the 200. How to start February off with a bang.
down at the
Did you see her Grammys outfit? Mm-hmm. Thank you for the 100, Blaze.
Lizard. And I know it. Girl, look at that. Lizard. Girl, look at that. Lizard.
Danny, thanks for 200.
Lizard.
Northwest Arkansas, traffic profile at 455, turn and final, 16 left. Not that I think anybody's here, but, you know, it's...
Lizard. Lizard.
Jesus Christ, guys. Lizard. Thank you guys for all the beats, bits, and kicks. An American.
Lizard. Lizard.
For the 100. Jesus Christ. Also, congrats again to Blaze for scoring a 93 on his written exam for his PPL. Let's see if I can land a 319 without cratering the runway.
Lizard.
One opportunity.
How did they do that? Like, out of all the songs, that's... Thank you for the 100 bits, Ewald. Whoever put the pink lizard as a cover for that, you win. Bad pilot on, good pilot off. Already did our call. Gears down, flaps full, spoilers are armed. Do 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 do. Jeez, how many of you guys found so far? Ewald, thank you again. Blaze, thank you again.
This is number 5.
I like a little bit of
Lizard.
a little bit of
Lizard.
a little bit of
Lizard.
do 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 do. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you very much for the 200 biddies.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
And did exactly what I didn't want to do.
5.
Damn it. Oh well. Uh 128. So yeah, I mean it was good. Landing room was 269, but the G-force on touchdown was 128, so we're good. Ow. You guys are on a mission. Very much big thanks for all the support, for all the bits, beats, picks, subs, donos. How was your weekend, Ewald? We'll play 455 clear 16 laps texting to get. Lizard was good. Nice. We come into here. Instantly, I thought about Blaze. Lizard. That actually overlaid on top of each other almost perfectly, which is scary. It's not perfect parking, but we just get paid to get here. Beautiful. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Puts us at 14. You're on a sound alert cooldown? Wait, there's really a sound alert cooldown? The only other way I know to avoid that is to go through LERP directly. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. APU's up. We get the bleed on. I can't even be mad at that. I can't. Late report. Okay. Thought he was gonna try to sneak one in there.
Lizard, lizard, lizard. That's what I need. Lizard. What I need. Lizard, lizard, lizard. That's what I need. Lizard.
I can't. So, not a horrible landing, but it was, again, 269 and a 128 G-force. We'll take it. Power apps filed, so I'll book back to Fort Worth. I'm so used to the goat screaming that lizard caught me off guard. Where are CFMs? Anyone want to fly back to Dallas? File on Vatsim. Wow, thank you all for the 200 bits. All I could hear was the goat initially as well. Like that's the thing. Like you get so used to it that you're just like, oh, ah!
Pussy, 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 pussy.
For the record, they're thinking about cats. How many lizard things do exist? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I'm We'll deboard and then get ready for our next flight. Lizard, lizard, lizard. Lizard, lizard, lizard.
Ice, ice, lizard. Ice, ice, lizard.
Alright, stop. Collaborate and
lizard.
Ice it back with my brand new invention.
The fact that it plays the emote, it's like
Oh, I love my goal.
I got nothing. Something to go out. Do you guys want to see more controlling streams? Load aircraft. Yes. Yep. Well, that was quick. I have to go play racquetball in an hour or so. Alrighty, Weld.
Everybody is on. Lizard.
I don't know what to say to that one. I really don't. Thank you for the 100 beats. Okay, cost index on this lot is going to be 5. We're going to go up to 360. Import flight from SimBrief. Kxna to DFW. We're going to have 16 left for our departure runway. And I'm going to guess we're going to have 17 center for our arrival. Init, wind, uplink, Kxna, departure, 16 left, insert. For Dallas Fort Worth, we're going to go arrival. I'm going to hope that it's 17 center. Then it's a Seaver 4. From Arnett, which is ironic because most of the flight plans from Springfield down here, I would be on them now. Okay, so that's all done. So diffrips DIF are, we're not going to worry about that. So we'll go back to a init. Go to our weight page. Hurry up, people, get in, sit down.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Really? Good morning, Marty. It runs smooth most of the time. We got 360. Send that to the McDo. Go to our takeoff page, 16 left. Synchrophone loading sheet, he'll calculate. Up 3 flaps 1, nice. Blue. Lizard. 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 A-Cars is running. Reset our trim. 1556, it's in the box. Do. Start engine 1. I'm going to take that as Marty isn't paying attention. Thank you for the 100 beats. Kids, okay. He's from not far down the road. Good start. Northwest Arkansas traffic, Pro Flight 455 taxiing out of the ramp to runway 16 left via Delta. Or Bravo, whatever the hell it is, Bravo. Like, again, there's a whole bunch of people here.
Jet Pilot Cinnamon just resubscribed for 32 months. Boom.
32 months with the cinnamon. Thank you very much. Love your face, sir. That was our perf. Up 1, 2, 3. Laps 1. How you doing? I just spent the last week and a half dying, finally feeling better. I'm sorry. I'm good. Default. I feel like I'm not hauling passengers. Actually, it's worse in 2020. At least this one I can see the detailed rocks. This is why I do a lot of flying an X-plane when I go to airports that I don't own in Muspus, though. Listen. I would have back taxied on the runway, but somebody probably would have wallet me. Yeah, I mean, it's a 319. I feel like I'm no longer hauling passengers, and right now we're carrying snow out of Arkansas. Green, no blue. All right. DCS best flight sim, go. Where are you using your ARC server? No, it's on, but it's set up for Star Rupture. Why? What's up? Do I need to pull it down? Yeah, 4 7s. Is there something wrong? I just stuck with the same ports because I didn't want to bother you and be like, oh, hey, can I get this, this, and this? And so I just stuck to what you had already put to that server. I can change it. I use SimBrief through PFL's website. Left, right, retard. Direct. But yeah, I can change to whatever, Chris. I think Cross even has a YouTube video on it. But yeah, Chris, I just kept the same ports that you had set for the ARC server on the Star Rupture server. What are you shutting up? Flaps up, gears up, spoilers down, lights off. Is that the what the fuck was it? What 7 Days to Die should have been? Game? I think Lena had info about that a while back. Yeah. Did he just with a broom? Wait, fishing. Fireworks. Huh. But yeah, if you need me to change ports, let me know, or just go in and shut it off, and then let me know the new ports, and I can reset the config file afterwards.
Visual approach 17 center, contact tower 126.55. Thanks so much.
Frontier Flight 1324, expect a visual approach runway 17 center. Frontier Flight 1324, expect the visual approach runway 17 center. Check the visual approach runway 17 center, Frontier Flight 1324.
Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean for it to be an inconvenience. The game looks like it's a combination of everything on crack. What are your thoughts on it, Corgi?
Walker 1038, fly heading 120, actually fly heading 130, descend to maintain 3000, vector Savannah.
Heading 130, descend maintain 3000.
Yeah, but it would just add to games that I couldn't play that much on stream.
United 1071, expect the visual approach from 177.
Expect visual 17 center, United 1071, thank you.
Yeah. Purchasing an early access game by Chris. Hit the buy button before me while we were checking out the demo yesterday. I remember Lena talking about it. I think it came out, what, October, November? And I've seen a lot of people that have played it, and 7 Days to Die and the other survival games. They said it was like some of them had a love child.
Southwest 1046, lead Meyer space to the south. Houston's offline, radar surface terminate. Change to down to crew. Have a good day.
Me over here enjoying the fact that I was playing DayZ until, well, analytics got the better of me.
American 5522, lead Meyer space to the west. Albuquerque's offline.
It's a two-person dev team, if I recall.
Over to advisory, thanks for help. American 5.
Forward down is the American 80 Heavy, departing Dallas Fort Worth on runway 18 left, climbing to flight level 8000. Sorry.
You're climbing to flight level 8000, contact Johnson Space Center. You're climbing to... I'm sorry, you said you're climbing to 8,000 feet? That doesn't sound like the standard climb out of VFW.
Yeah, I kind of messed up the climb thing. I don't mind. I forgot the transition out, so that one's on me.
Okay, transition out to doesn't have anything to do with it. Just climb maintain 17,000 for now. Your radar contact.
Climb maintain 17,000, American 80 Heavy. Sorry about that.
Somebody called in flight level 8000.
Walker 1038, fly heading 170, report the field site on the
I greatly enjoyed Project Zombioid. This is easy. An FPS third-person form. Oh!
Clear visual approach runway 17 center, contact DFW tower 126.55, so long.
Good the visual 17 center, 1655, bye-bye, Walker 1038.
That explains a lot.
American 80 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 300.
I maintain flight level 300, American 80 Heavy.
November 118 Foxtrot Golf. The Oak City Airport is 10 to 11 o'clock. Currently about 17 miles. Just let me know when you have it in sight, please.
It's Foxtrot Golf Airport, sorry.
November 118 Foxtrot Golf. Thank you. Clear visual approach runway 17 right.
Clear visual 17 right, it's Foxtrot Golf.
It does sound like it, like at face value, it looks like a great game. However, in the first 2 minutes of that preview video, I could already imagine Corgi sniping people from across the map.
United 1542 leaves Myers Space to the south. Houston's off.
And the fact that they are a two-person dev team who's been putting out weekly updates since early development, including during the holidays, is impressive. They even have a Trello like rope. Oh, whoa.
West, Albuquerque's offline. Radar service is terminated. Change to about 3. Have a good day.
Over to advisory, thanks.
Are they sticking to the roadmap? Oh, damn.
November 23 Zulu Zulu. I don't have a METAR at your arrival field, however, the Alliance Fort Worth altimeter is 3023.
3023 for 23 Zulu.
That's affirmative. 3023 at Alliance.
Damn.
Copy.
That's nice.
1324, fly heading 120, descend and maintain 3000, vectors to final.
Heading 120 down to 3000, vectors to final for Frontier flight 1324.
What's it built in? How are the frames?
Go ahead.
340 event today.
American 2430, calling maintain flight level 340. United 1071, depart yacht heading 265, and after yacht, descend and maintain 5000.
Right.
Depart yacht 265, and after that, descend and maintain 5000, United 1071.
Forward center, Pro Flight 455, level 3606 from Arnett.
For flight 455, forward center, hello, radar contact, as reported, welcome. And for flight 455, descend via the steep for arrival via the altimeter 3023.
3023, descend via the receiver forward arrival, Pro Flight 455.
Remember 118 Foxtrot Golf, thank you. I apologize. The winds at the
Hey.
are 20014, runway 17 right circle.
17, Grand 8 Foxtrot.
Frontier flight 1324, maintain 250 knots for sequence.
250 knots for sequence, Frontier flight 1324.
United 1071, maintain 210 knots for sequence.
Come again for United 1071.
Maintain 210 knots for sequence.
210 knots, United 1021.
Okay, so we're going to pull up DFW weather. Perf. Next. Next. Seven, 6, and 2. Thank you for the 100 beats. 30. Whoa.
Rubbing one out on my living room floor, cause my wife won't suck my dick anymore. She used to haul to her out on my thing, but she stopped.
When I gave her that wedding ring. The fact that I know that song, yeah, hey, look, it's 9 degrees.
American 2347, Fort Center, hello, radar contact, climb, maintain 17,000.
17,000.
Honestly, I feel the specs can be lowered. The game runs surprisingly well. Does it run better than...
Forward center,
hey, what's up,
A-Dub?
A-Dub?
Clear into the Bravo.
November 230, that's actually just about to
Does
ask
it
you that.
run
Cleared
better
the
than
Bravo
DayZ
airspace,
did
radar
for you?
vectors, clear direct the Tango 67 airport.
Alright, cleared to the Tango 67
Yes.
airport via radar vectors. 2300.
Frontier Flight 1324, fly heading 150, intercept the runway 17
It runs better than genital
Flight heading
jousting.
150, intercept the 170 localized for Frontier Flight 1324.
United 1071, fly heading 190, intercept the runway 17 localized.
I never thought Corgi would be one of the people that would catch me reading a stream game title.
Drinking a beer and flicking my bean, praying my daddy don't hear me queef.
And for Frontier Flight 1324, any chance we start going down so we can start putting some flaps in?
Sorry, say again?
Yeah, for Frontier Flight 1324, any chance we can start going down so we can get some flaps put in?
Frontier Flight 1324, yeah, maintain, resume normal speed, I apologize.
Roger, resume normal speed, Frontier Flight 1324.
I appreciate the help.
Of course.
And November 118 Foxtrot Golf, welcome to Oak City, you said you're going to the GA ramp?
Affirmative, AAR.
And November 118 Foxtrot Golf, roger, taxi the ramp via Alpha, enter your discretion, whichever Alpha 1, or Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Alpha 4 you want to enter, and cross runway 31 at Alpha.
Cross 31 Alpha, Alpha to the ramp, need fast track off, thank you.
Frontier Flight 1324, field is 12 o'clock at about 12 miles, report it in sight.
Field in sight, Frontier Flight 1324.
Frontier Flight 1324, clear visual pressure runway 17 center, contact DFW Tower 126.55.
Clear visual 17 center over to Tower 2655 for Frontier Flight 1324 ship.
United 1071 traffic to follow is 11 o'clock in, let's call it about 7 miles, report him in sight. United 1071, let's do this. Descend and maintain 3000, fly heading 200, and then intercept work weather.
3200 for United 1071.
Senate, good morning, United 1470. I promise it is 314 for 340.
United 1470, Fort Worth Center, hello, climate, or IDAP, please.
Give me more of what I really need, 'cause there is no cock like
Quanta 7 Super, I'm getting a code error on you. When able, recycle transponder squawk 5161. And Quanta 7 Super, expect the
There's a lot of things that I question on Blurb. That was one of them. Hey, Arch just posted that I'm marked safe from crashing into a VOR today. Nice, Mr. Spy. How are you, sir?
United 1470, radar contact 5.
I had to go off-roading at an airport on Vatsim, so that's how my day's going.
And American 2520, Fort Worth Center, hello, radar contact as reported, welcome. Break, American 80, radar contact lost.
Blurb.
United 1071, field 12 o'clock in about, let's call it 12 miles, report it in sight.
Field is in tide.
6,000, top of descent.
And United 1071, thank you, clear visual approach runway 17 center, contact DFW Tower 126.55.
126.55, clear visual approach, United 1071, thank you.
What's on your stream agenda for today, Mr. Spy? Could be worse. It could be raining. That Argor Yang brings it. Fact.
Juicy, 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 juicy,
I question a lot of things, sir. That's one of them. Vectors to Copenhagen or holding or diverting, we don't know. I hear ya. I'm doing a Arkansas turn out of Dallas and then going to Denver. Since no one wanted to open Kansas City today, I'm at work, or I would. Austin probably has to work later, so we'll give him spare credit. And Danny's currently flying. Hey, I told you, if I hit 30 subs by the end of this stream, 30 kick subs by the end of the stream, I will control for the rest of the month.
Advisory for American 7859 for you.
I will definitely keep that in there. Correct. I work in 2 hours. Oh. So if I pay $100, would you not? Sure. Does that mean I can't control the whole month, or I just can't control at all?
Somebody say hype train.
Oh, and here's child
757
support.
Spy just gifted 8 subs.
Mr. Spy? I love your face, sir. Thank you very much for the 8 gifted subs. Thank you for all the support. For the record, I don't filter around Spy. And Spy knows exactly what he's getting into when he comes in here. He's seen the degens at their degeniest.
I'm still at flight level 300 as instructor.
I've also read this man's books, and if you haven't already, please go do so. They're on Amazon.
American 501, leaving airspace to the west. Albuquerque Southline radar service terminated. Change to advisory troops.
Frequency change approved, American 501.
Yes.
Have a good morning.
My next ATC stream is literally going to be me at Springfield Approach while reading the T75 SOP out loud. You should. Spy is one of the people that got me into streaming flight sim content, to be completely honest. Get soppy reading SOPs too. Facts.
American 80 Heavy, can I sim right to my top of descent?
A new shiny polished T75 SOP.
Sure.
American 2347, are we able to climb higher, or are we going to stay here?
American 2347, I apologize. That's my fault. I thought I gave it to you. Climb and take level 380. Sorry about that.
I will read it all online. But I read really slow, for the record.
Fort Worth, good morning. Citation 931
I could just
Echo Charlie, Midland, IFR.
ChatGPT, read this out loud to me.
November 931 Echo Charlie, Fort Worth Center. Hello, good morning. I'm requesting standby number 1.
We have to do another stream later in the afternoon, or evening
And November 931 Echo Charlie.
and try to
thanks for available,
stream
that's already
in
copied.
Kansas City airspace when we can get Spy to fly in and
November
out with us.
931 Echo Charlie is cleared to the cleared to the Fort Worth Mainstream Airport as filed. Climb maintain 7000. Expect flight level 3701 3 minutes after departure. Departure is in the squawk 4560.
I have no doubt.
We're clear to Mika, that's filed. Climb maintain 7000. Expect 370. Departure with you. Squawk
Well,
4560.
so Sarge, I've actually controlled for Spy.
Number 931 Echo Charlie, your readback is correct. Your choice of runway at Midlands, just let me know which one you want, and the altimeter is 3019.
I bet you do. Yeah. You'll often hear me make reference to Spy when I talk about accidents or mishaps that happen on the network and how to handle them. And if you've ever seen me go into Spy's chat or Spy come in here, Spy made reference to the VOR when he came in, right? Mark safe from VOR. The story behind that is actually quite funny. I was working at a tower.
Kansas City, so I'm not really familiar with this airspace as much as I should be anymore.
I was streaming at the time, and so was Spy. Spy was departing out on 25 right, and he swan dived, and it was perfect. Now, I was watching Spy stream on a secondary monitor. I saw what was coming on my stream because I had a tower view set up.
Quanta 7 Super, descended, maintain 6000.
I was paying attention to the radar screen, the tower view on my primary monitor, and I could see what was like. It's that disaster you can see that's about to happen and how you handle it scenario. And I was watching Spy's point of view as he looked at the camera. The unfortunate thing is that he swan dived and he stalled and he went back into the runway and he slid into the VOR. Everybody was laughing. People were in my chat was like, is Spy going to get in trouble? Are you going to wallop him? And I'm like, no, because it was an accident and it happens and I'm not that big of a jerk. Because instantly what Spy did was the right thing. He disconnected from the network. He reset his simulator. He goes back into...
No one gives a fuck.
Degens. He goes back into the gate, restarts his flight, files his flight plan, whole 9 yards, because he literally did what you're supposed to do. The running joke ever since then is anytime I have cleared him for takeoff, I have always said, whatever the runway is, the winds, cleared for takeoff, make sure you don't crash into my VOR. That's been a running joke and going on, what, 2 years, Spy? If not longer, 3 years. And it's been funnier. Yes. I say yeah. I think this year's 3. See, now it's going to be stuck in my head.
No traffic observed between you and your arrival field.
But that goes back to what I was saying this morning.
And
at the start of stream when I was on my little
Squawk VFR,
pedestal.
over to the Unicom, 2300.
You can still have fun and have accidents and mishaps and everything else on the network. As long as you just don't turn yourself to being in the center of attention. And in that case, that day, I didn't. He had an accident. And in the end, the VOR got a new paint job. And we all had content, and we all had laughs. There's other content creators that I know that have flown into the airspace who have done completely worse, like completely flat out looking into the camera saying, well, we're not going to listen to this controller. We're just going to do what we want. And I was like, okay, wallop. Good morning. I know. I'm sorry. But yeah. And I've had controllers that go, Crazy. Like, really crazy. What's up, GT? Are we looking for my? Would you please
Why
turn
did the
down
snowman
your
suddenly
effing mic
smile?
soapbox
He
now?
could see the snowblower coming.
Dude, there are some times where it's just like, just stop. Take the end of your microphone out of your mouth, please. I got nothing on that one, Danny. Nothing. Why join Vatsim if you're not going to follow instructions?
Expect the visual approach runway 17 left.
Expect the visual 17 left, purple light 455.
And just confirm 17 left.
17 left, 455.
I'm just kidding. I know you got 17 center programs. You can expect the visual 17 center.
I don't mind the long taxi.
All right. Whichever 17 left is. American 1303, expect the, I'm sorry, American 1303, climb maintain level 350. Qantas 7 Super, fly heading 090, vector spam.
Fort Worth, citation 1, I control this, sort of Alpha.
Number 931 Echo Juliet, runway 10, taxi to Alpha.
10 Alpha, citation 1, I control this. American 80 Heavy, could I begin my descent into Oklahoma?
Yeah, give me just a second. I was just about to call you. It throws me off on your accelerated temp rate because I can't
Hello,
really
Isaac.
see where you're going to be as well. You can descend via the Ghost Tree arrival, Oak City's landing south, the Oak City altimeter is 3010.
Oklahoma altimeter 3010, descend via the Ghost 5 arrival, American 80 Heavy.
Qantas 7, fly heading 170, correction, fly heading 160, intercept the runway 18 right, low Roger.
Could I begin my descent? That was usually.
And I know it's going to be tight. If you need to, you can fly heading 200 to rejoin. I apologize.
I'm pretty sure you've flown with Blaze, the guy who's controlling before. Did you pick up the DFW scenery, Spy?
Citation 1, I control the
Good morning or good afternoon, sir. It's still morning. It is 11:11 a.m. GT. I'm on the same time as you.
Runway 10, clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading.
Runway 10, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff. Citation 1, I control.
I did pick up the DFW about the cost of a couple of cups of coffee. Oh no. Yes, sir. Oh. This is why I love you, Spy.
Motor 7 Super, the field is 12 o'clock, 15 miles, report in sight.
Not wrong, though.
Toronto 7 super clear, visual approach runway 18 right, contact DFW tower 126.55. Have a good landing.
We're all set up. $230. This is 2024.
November 9 Tree 1 Echo Charlie, I apologize about the delay. Your radar contact, clear direct DQ, climb maintain 15,000.
Direct DQ, climb maintain 15,000, citation 1 Echo Charlie, no problem.
Getting ready to go into Fort Worth.
American 2520 to send via the Berry Tree arrival.
My neighbors recently called me a pervert. This upset me so much the cactus almost slipped out of my ass.
Well, we're just going to go ahead and turn the YouTube stream off.